Good morning, everyone. This is Rhett Scott at hpCommerce Software. I welcome you to day one of our HP Quick Start training. Now we're going to get into searching and sorting. Before you get started using other tools in HP, such as working with customers, products, orders, you need to know how to search. We're going to be jumping around into some areas that we're going to be covering more in depth over the following course days, but in order to show you how searching and sorting works in HP, we need to get into those areas now and cover these tools. First of all, we've sought to be extremely consistent in how we've implemented searching and sorting in HP. If you learn how to search in one area of the program, you're going to be able to use the search tools in other parts of the program. Let's take this up first by looking at searching for customers. Let's hop back over to HP. We'll go into Customer Management and then go into F1 List Search. So if we look down at the dashboard of our screen, we'll see that we have many different options that we can go into to do searching. So staying consistent with using the keyboard, you can just press one of these function keys and it will put you into a position to be able to do that search. So if we click on Name, our cursor moves into the Name search box at the top of the Name column. You can type in what you want to search for, and you can see that it does a progressive search. So as I'm typing, it searches. So what you're searching for does not have to be at the beginning of the text. In this case, Smith didn't appear until the middle of this name. You can also type in partial items. So let's back this back off. So once we have a list of what we're looking for, we can then sort the information. You can sort on any column in HP when you're doing searching just by clicking on the column heading. So we can click on Account and it will sort by account number. We can click on Address and it will sort the information left to right by address. We can click on Contact and then you can click again to bring up things in reverse order. So we can click on Account, and now we have things sorted in forward order. We can click on Account again, and now they're sorted in descending order. You can search across multiple columns. So we've searched for Smith over here, but then we can click on Street, go up into the Street column, and we can type in West. And it will progressively filter our previous Smith selections based upon what we've typed over in address. So you can use these search tools in combination with each other to zero in on what you're after. You can search across as many different columns as you want. In the case of customer management, if you want to clear your search out, you just press Escape and then you can go back in to the search. So we can search on Contact. Now, searching by name or contact will search in both the name and contact field. So we can click over here in Contact, whoops, and we get a progressive search there for the contact field. These are the different preset options for columns that you can search on. You can also use your mouse to click up into any column to search if you want to. But we encourage you to use the keyboard, and so I can press F5 for city and it will take me right up into city. And it filters the results for me. So let's look at searching for products. We'll go in and use the product search tools just to give another example of searching. So we're going to escape out of customer management and go into our inventory menu and then into part number maintenance, and we'll go into advanced item search. I have a different format of search turned on here, so let's just talk about this for a moment. I'm going to escape out of here and go back into System Setup and go into System Preferences. You can use two different types of search form when searching for parts. There is a form type search, which we just saw, or there is the normal default search, which is a little bit more like the customer search. I'm going to switch this back to our default search form. But this is where you can change this. In System Preferences F6, you can go into Use Search by Form Part Search and turn that on and off. Okay. So this search looks a lot more like what we saw on the customer side. And we have, down at the bottom, we have our dashboard and our function keys that we can use to hop right in and search for information based upon many different columns. So we can go into description and we can search for red hose. And in that case, it didn't find anything for red hose. So let's go back in and do another search for just hose. And we came up with all these results for hose. And then we can filter this even more if we want to. So we could say, well, we want things that deal with couplers. So we'll go into our long description and we'll type couplers. So now we've filtered our list, and then if we hover over these areas, then we can see a little bit more information about the long description. For instance, you hover over that and then you click on it and you can see what that full description is that got cut off. So this is a way that we can filter across several different columns in order to get what we're after, just like with customer management. And then if you want to sort the information, then you can click on the column heading and you can sort it in ascending or descending order depending on how many times you click on it. So just like with customer management, it's just the same. So this is an illustration of how we keep things consistent and the same across all different parts of HP to make it easy to learn and to use. So let's have some fun with these search tools. So I'm going to escape out of here. And let's go into H, Customer and Vendor Listings and Tools. And let's go into Search Customer Email Addresses. So this is a form that looks a lot like the form that we saw for the different alternate form of part search, in that we have some fields up here that we can type into and search, but then we also have the grid available to search into. So we'll go ahead and put in an email address. So this is a search tool that we can use to find customers by email. So we'll type in Locksmith, and then down here in our control panel we can click F5 search, and it will go through all of our customer email addresses we have stored, and it will find anything that matches. In this case, it found 2 matches, and Locksmith appeared in different locations on these. So we can click on that, see the different information. One item you can also do with these grids is you can resize them. So you can hover over the middle between 2 fields and columns, and you can change the size of them. You can rearrange them. And these changes are not permanent. When you exit back out of these forms, it resets itself. But if there's some information that you want to get together for some project you're doing, you can move the columns around by dragging and dropping them. And you can also resize them. Let's look at one other example that's fun to look at, and that's the Who Bought It. So let's go back out to the main menu, and we'll go into Inventory Submodule menu, and then we'll go into Who Bought It. This is a real fun and powerful tool that allows you to quickly locate everyone that may have purchased a particular item. So we can do a search by part number. So we'll select item. and then we'll search for this part here, and then we can indicate how far back we want to go. I want to go back to 2014. Press enter, and it will quickly search all of the sales that we've made for this item going back as far back as September 23rd of 2014. It gives us our list, and then we can sort this list. We can find out when was the last, what was the oldest date that we sold this and what was the most recent date that we sold this by clicking on the date column. You can sort by who you shipped the item to and go down through and review this list. So this is just another illustration of how consistent these tools are applied across all of HP.